Jones is the reason I started watching UFC because he was larger than life. He was so dominant.
He came out very low, almost crawling at him. And he's going to do that again.
Yeah, just for a second.
So, wow, what a powerful leg kick that was.
Oh. Jon Bones Jones.
Just punched him.
Again, they battle in another big knee.
Considered by many to be the greatest fighter to ever do it.
He's got a choke. Trying to choke him out.
I remember watching some of his fights with my dad, dude. This dude is a menace to society.
Jon Jones.
Dude, look, he's out. He's out.
UFC light heavyweight champion.
His
Chokes
whole
Lyoto
body
Machida
just slumped
completely
out.
unconscious.
I'm not fighting him. I'm not fighting him.
Jon was an elite wrestler and went on to become a national JUCO champion.
But I dedicated my life to wrestling wholeheartedly.
Wrestling.
When his girlfriend got pregnant, Jon faced a difficult decision.
Suddenly, I have a kid on the way.
Joe, I didn't do. Hey, what the fuck, Oath? Hey, nigga, you better add a fucking hour of studying. The fuck? What do you mean you didn't do good on your exam today? Did you study? The fuck? Hey, if you didn't do your best, you better fucking do your best on this next exam, bro. Like, I don't want to hear that bullshit. You better be studying your ass off, bro. Like, this is your fucking time, dog. This is your time, bro. You're supposed to be killing shit in school right now, bro. This is college, dog. You gotta, hey, come on. This is the big leagues, dog. Oh, you tried? All right, bet. If you tried your best, then I'm with you 100%. Sometimes tests are hard, you know what I mean? Just know that it's gonna drop on this next one, and you really gotta try your hardest, bro. You gotta try your hardest on this final, just so you can get rid of that, like, lowest grade, you know? You got this, bro. You got this. Like, I believe in you, bro. I know you be spending a lot of time studying and, like, reading over stuff. I believe in you, man, and I want you to do good. You feel me? I want my boy O to be killing shit out here.
And suddenly, my full scholarship to Iowa State was not there anymore.
He left college, walked into the Bomb Squad MMA gym, and began his journey into mixed martial arts.
Bro, how? So this man is legendary and he didn't even start fighting until he was, like, after college? Like, what?
The very first day that he trained mixed martial arts, he did, everybody in the gym was like, this guy is now.
Working as a bouncer while trying to support a new family, Jones couldn't waste any time.
Oh my God. I'm 28, Osaka.
Within weeks, he scheduled his first professional fight.
I had been training for about 2 months, and I took my first fight.
Well, Mark, we've got some light heavyweight action. The pro debuting Jon Jones fighting out of the Bomb Squad. We got some big boys tonight. Let's see what happens here. And Johnny Jones, a kickboxer and a wrestler, big fan of Anderson Silva.
He won in less
19?
than
Hey,
2
come on.
minutes.
2 minutes?
Jones with a suplex! Biggs! He flipped him over. Now he's raining some left hands down onto Bernard.
UFC is scary, bro. Oh!
Bernard is out. A
Oh my
first
God.
TKO
Oh
by
my
Jon
God.
Jones. Mark, was that impressive or what?
Difference ain't bad.
And Jon has two brothers
Come
that
on.
are elite NFL athletes.
Pro bowlers.
I mean, bro, he comes from fantastic genetics.
I had no talent with the ball, you know, so they had me a defensive line next to Arthur, a guy who's big and fit to be a defensive lineman. And I'm just skinny and next to him, and that's how I got the nickname Bones. And
Jones fought his second fight just 1 week after his first.
1 week later?
Oh, that's it. He's out. He's out. And he ate a left there, too.
He rattled off win after win,
Oh, this dude is out.
fighting 6 times in 12 weeks.
I made it to the UFC after only 9 months of MMA training, so, I mean, which is really unheard of.
Yeah.
It was immediately clear. Johnny
9 months after MMA? Oh, this dude is different. This dude is different. Oh my.
Bones was one of the most unique athletes to ever enter the fight game.
Light heavyweight matchup, and here we go.
At 21 years old, he made his UFC debut.
Throws a spinning back kick.
All right, somewhere in the middle of what I thought.
He is toying this man around.
He's just taking it to Goosemouth.
To the collarbone.
Switched and dropped the left knee.
Johnny Bones Jones.
The victory brought a realization for John that he was able to compete at the highest levels in MMA.
Then there's this other guy, John Jones. He's like a wrestler, but he's really skinny. He's young. He's green. And I'm like, oh man, I'll fight that skinny John Jones. Yeah, probably made the wrong decision on that one.
There it is. That's what I'm talking about.
John's wrestling experience is obvious in his takedowns.
And another one.
Often
Bro, he just picked up this man by his head and slammed him. That's the most disrespect, bro. That's more disrespect than when my boy Bakugan in My Hero Academia took that little bird by the head and slammed him into the wall during the. Oh my! Do y'all remember that? This boy Baku was like, "Hey, listen, I'm going crazy."
brutal and theatrical.
Wrestling, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, athletic, young. Suplex. Greco-Roman All-American.
But it is Jones' striking that captured
Oh my God.
the attention of fans everywhere.
Oh my God. No, Ozaka, the guy's name is Bakugan. I swear his name is Bakugan, right? His name is Bakugan, the one with like the exploding fists. You know what I'm talking about?
That first round, sitting on my stool, I'm like, this guy is f***ing good, man.
He displays remarkable creativity in the cage.
Why'd they add that sound effect, bro? Oh.
We are headed once again to the judges' scorecards.
Going the winner by unanimous decision, Johnny Bones Jones.
This journey that I'm on can go as far
okay.
as I take it, and only I can
In
mess
his
it up.
10th pro fight, John Jones' first hint of controversy surfaced.
Controversy?
Jones.
He demolished Matt Hamill. However, a series of illegal elbows earned him a DQ.
Nice trip. There's some Greco. His timing is so good.
Now, is there a part of you that feels like you never lost, even though you had the one disqualification loss?
John is completely undefeated. He only has that one loss to Matt Hamill, which is a disqualification in a fight
Wait, are you not allowed to do that, chat? Are you not allowed to throw elbows?
where he was totally dominant in.
Big elbows.
No, you can't do 12 to 6.
Stand up.
The up to down elbow from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock is illegal.
So you make an honest mistake and throw an illegal elbow and have everything crash and burn. You know?
Due to intentional elbows, there's been a disqualification of Johnny Bones Jones. Therefore, the winner is Matt Hamill.
I don't beat myself up about it. You know, now I know the rules, and you would never see me going out that way ever again.
He amped up his training.
I don't understand. So can you do like a side elbow? I don't get that. I don't understand what. First of all, I don't understand how fighters throw illegal punches. Like I could see like when you're an amateur, but like when you're at the pro stage, like how is that a thing? Like you get that wrapped up? I'm so confused. I thought the whole point of considering yourself to be a pro is because you don't do stuff like that. I don't know. That's weird to me. I don't know.
And I trained in Albuquerque.
I feel like your whole like while you're training, you're not throwing that punch. So like why in your head? Like even in boxing, you shadow box and you spar and you would never punch someone in the back of the head. You would never punch someone in the top of the head. So why is it that in a fight, when you get in the ring, they would do that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. I feel like he should have never been allowed to fight after that. Like that should have been it. If he does it, like, I don't know. That confuses me.
New Mexico at high elevation. I train at 6,000 feet above sea level.
6,000? Oh my God.
It's not often that guys like this come along. You know, not at all. John Jones, there's not a lot of them around.
And he's just got super athlete family. They're just, and he's huge. That size difference is so big.
In his first fight back from the controversial loss, Jones made a statement.
Oh my God. Oh my God, he's an animal. He's an animal.
I love John Bones Jones, man. He's the best I've ever seen. He's the best in the world, man.
Wait, but I don't get it. Was that a side elbow? Was that considered a side elbow?
He's the best I've ever seen.
He literally went from up to down.
But back in the full guard again.
I love John Bones Jones, man. He's the best I've ever seen. He's the best in the world, man.
It's all over. Wow. John Jones defeats Brandon Vera. Wow. Vicious elbow.
John Bones Jones.
Hey, where's Dally at? Dally, where you at, bro? I need you to be weighing in on this.
He's a serious talent. Even just then when he just stood up again, he's huge. I mean, he's so big. He's a young guy. He's only going to get better, and he's very motivated and very smart.
The Ultimate Fighter Season 8 winner, Ryan
Who will truly become the next big thing? Will it be Bader or will it be Jones?
Next up, a fight to determine who would contend for the title against Shogun.
Jesus! Ah, right in the back of the ear. Right in the back of the ear, bro.
Offensive assault.
Oh, looking for the shot. Stuffed easily.
Catching fighters off guard with moves no one else was willing to try.
He stepped right over and got his back. And another benefit of having 84-inch reach on his arms is he can get his fingers together when most people can't.
Yeah, he went right for a straight guillotine here. Tightened it right up, twisted it. Oh, he got hands all over!
From an angle.
John Jones! Chokes out Ryan Bader! Wow!
John Jones' first fight in the UFC for a title, he's fighting Mauricio Shogun Hua, who is a legend.
Yeah, I've seen Shogun.
The biggest fight of my life.
I feel like I saw this fight. I feel like I was at Buffalo Wild Wings with my dad and I actually saw this fight.
If I wasn't meant to be here, I wouldn't be here.
Undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world.
Shogun and Jones, our main event of the evening for the light heavyweight title.
The Shogun was a legend of UFC.
Shogun trying to get back to the feet, but he's giving up his back in the process.
Oh!
Shogun turned. He's hurt, Mike. He's
Oh
wobbled.
my God! Oh, he just kept
The
going!
defending champion.
Just kept going!
Another side kick to the knee.
Oh my God! Look at his head. Oh, he's. Oh my!
Man, he's so.
Bro, he is bullying this man
to the face.
Creative combinations, athletic spinning elbows, and kicks.
Spinning back elbow.
Fighting Johnny Bones is a nightmare.
Stuff like that, he's just so creative in there.
Oh my
Relentless.
God! Oh! Like, bro, I don't understand. That elbow was obviously a 12-6. Like, what fight are they watching? Look at that elbow. It's literally going straight up to down. Are you not allowed to do this? So as long as your elbow doesn't look like it's in this position, then you're like, it's legal? I'm so confused. I really...
The title win made Jones the youngest champion in UFC history.
John
Yes? Oh, okay.
Wow. And it wasn't even a struggle.
UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, John Bones Jones.
He is the present and he is the future. And he might be the greatest talent that we've ever seen in the UFC.
Jesus, bro. With tension, Chuck? This dude is...
He's a freak, man. He's a real freak.
He most definitely is.
It's crazy to watch him train because he's just super lasered in and focused.
For his first title defense, he took on another legend of the Octagon, Rampage Jackson.
Okay, this man right here, this is a whole nother level of man, okay? This is a whole nother, oh my God, I hope he has a documentary on Rampage, because Rampage was like my favorite fighter, bro. My favorite fighter. No, I didn't see Bones versus Gustafsson skin number one. I didn't see that.
One of the most intimidating fighters ever.
Bro, that's a scary dude, bro.
And he's the best ever at controlling distance.
He does the finger at the finger range.
Yeah, pokey.
The pokey range.
Oh, there's that spinning elbow. Just like against Shogun, perfectly timed.
Rampage had never been stopped in his historic career.
He just won't let him get in. Oh my God. Look at him, he's tired and everything.
You know, chokes out Rampage, chokes out, he's just smashed everybody.
Rampage has not been stopped in the Octagon. That's what Jones wants, to be the first man in the UFC to stop Quentin Rampage Jackson. It's all over! John Jones has defended his UFC light heavyweight championship.
Against Rashad Evans, Jones was pitted against one of his...
Johnny Bones Jones was my GOAT until he beat on his girlfriend? Wait, he beat on his girlfriend? Oh, what? He's a bitch? Oh. I didn't even know that, bro. I did not know that, bro. What? I almost don't even want to finish this, bro. Count to. It was kind of unclear. What was it, fake or not? You didn't even remember doing it? I'm so confused. Whatever. Okay.
Longtime friends and training partners.
Rashad Evans!
How good is this?
This is so intense right now.
Ready? Ready? Good.
Here we go!
Jesus.
So far, John is controlling the center of the octagon.
Head kick by Rashad. Big head kick by Rashad Evans.
Jones might be in trouble.
I felt like this was a pioneering performance with ranged elbows from John Jones.
Again with the elbow. That is a brilliant move. Get hurt him. And stabbed him with that elbow.
Bro, that elbow's gotta hurt. I feel like it's literally like the whole shape of the elbow and how it just gets into like those crevices. Like That's gotta just feel different getting hit with that, way different than your fist.
Closing in is Jones.
Jones used his elbows to devastating effect.
But Rashad Evans, there was no way he could have trained for this kind of offensive. No one in Rashad Evans' gym is going to be fighting like John Jones in this range, stepping in with elbows over the top.
Oh my God!
It's not just the long limbs, it's the way he delivers it.
Oh, that sound.
Oh! The left hook. Clearly.
Bro, he literally couldn't throw anything right there. Everything he threw, he was catching a man's leg, punching, oh my God, countering everything. Parry.
John Jones has defended his title against another former UFC light heavyweight champion.
Belfort got hold of Jones' arm, hyperextending it in a perfect armbar.
Even though Vitor almost snapped that arm in half. That was crazy.
Oh, armbar! He's got it! He has got it right here! Vitor Belfort!
Jones allowed his arm to pop out of socket.
You what an animal John is.
Yeah.
He didn't tap. He just let his arm get jacked.
And he might have popped his arm. We don't know how John's arm is right now.
And then wound up tapping Vitor the next round.
What? Oh my God!
When you consider the fact that this kid didn't grow up with a striking background. It's crazy.
Yeah.
What?
He's not just talented.
Oh my God, I'm scared for my life.
He hurt him with that side kick to the body.
I would literally be scared for my whole life.
Good for Belfort. This guy's trying to get him into mounted crucifix. He just needs to secure the right arm.
He submitted Belfort.
Now he's going for a Kimura. It is all over! That's it.
John Jones remains the UFC light heavyweight champion.
Good job, baby.
He's just got incredible.
Okay.
His ability to overcome.
That's just different. That's just different right there.
John Jones, Chael Sonnen, and here we go.
He's so comfortable in world championship fights. He's had nothing but world championship fights.
That's all he knows.
Yeah.
Big wow by Jones.
That's a grown man.
Event,
He just threw to the chair like a
this is the big
child,
one.
bro.
John's like, this is a fight.
Another day
or
in
like
the office.
Looking to finish this fight early. All over him right here in the first round. John Jones has finished Chael Sonnen.
And they get to this point where you have to be so much better to beat them.
Fame and celebrity are powerful drugs.
I had this crazy thing that I would do where I would party 1 week before every fight. And I did it throughout my whole career.
I party with John, but when he was partying, I would see him at the bar in Ithaca, and it would be like a couple weeks before his fight. This guy would be out there shots. And
I was winning, and it was starting to feel effortless.
As Bones rose to the highest levels of his sport, his focus waned.
We saw that in the Gustafsson fight. I mean, he wasn't in shape for that fight at all.
Yeah.
They said he was barely training.
I did a lot of wild stuff leading up to the fight. I definitely didn't give it my all.
As far as partying and not sleeping right.
Mainly
and
partying,
drinking.
Drinking, staying up all night.
You asked me
What?
earlier,
So the
Joe,
fame got
was
to him?
anybody else perfect with their takedown defense? And yes, that man, John Jones, the champion, has stopped all 16 of his opponent's takedown attempts.
In what turned out to be the fight of the year, Jones took on Swedish fighter Alexander Gustafsson.
With the takedown. First time in the UFC.
In the first round.
And there's a nasty elbow by John. Right to the side of the head.
Right at the end of the round.
Get some of that off. They wanted to take some of that back.
Oh my God!
Gustafsson with the right again.
The fight continued to go back and forth.
Bro, he's got
the midway point of this championship fight.
Kicks to the body hard.
Did he put his thumb in his eye?
Just past the midway point of this championship fight.
The fight continued to go back and forth.
Just past the midway point
okay.
of this championship fight.
Kicks to the body. Hard kick. That kick was hard, Mike.
That shit might have stopped his heart. Oh my God!
John Jones might have to take Gustafsson out. to retain his title. They are on their feet here inside Air Canada Center.
Oh my God.
He has a nice elbow, caught him.
Right in the top of the temp.
Yeah, that's it. Jones with a big.
He's just a natural born fighter. He just knows how to fight.
The UFC light heavyweight title is on the line.
Jones won the unanimous decision.
Big head kick. So Gustafsson decided. Yep. Unbelievable. What a fight.
Oh my
That
God.
might be the greatest title fight in the history of the light heavyweight division.
Unanimous decision, and still
UFC just always looks like somebody's getting bullied.
UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, John Bones Jones.
A super fight against undefeated Daniel Cormier was set.
That these people cheer for me and they don't even like me. They just hate John
The
Jones.
bad blood between the two fighters burst over in a pre-fight presser.
Is there any chance, though, 1 week from today, that you guys end up earning each other's respect in the octagon and can squash this between you? John, I'd ask you that first.
DC.
Daniel?
I have no desire to be friends with him.
Costing Jones $50,000 in fines for the brawl.
I dislike him because he hates me. You know, we fought 2 years ago.
Sure.
I beat him fair and square. You know, no matter what he tries to blame the win on. The first time we were both undefeated, and I didn't know if he had that it factor. When you have an undefeated athlete, you don't know what, if there's that chosen one, and I thought maybe he could be the guy. I've always felt like I was the guy.
Dude looks fat.
But despite the emotions of the fight, Jones handled his business.
And now that I've beaten him and I've proven that he isn't the chosen one.
Good straight left by John. Look the way he utilized.
Dude, I would never look at Cormier and be like, he's about to beat Jones. I would have never looked at these two together and be like, oh, he's about to win this fight. I think it looks fat as shit.
That reach
This literally looks like me in the ring right now versus John Jones. Like, what?
we talked about. So it's kicks by John.
I feel like there's really nothing special about him.
Like, John Jones is playing for keeps. He's trying to damage these people. He's taking pink slips. He's stealing the cars.
Defeating DC on a unanimous decision.
This ultimate grudge match goes the distance. Perhaps maybe all the bad blood has not boiled over.
Hell yeah, suck that shit.
After the fight, Jones tested positive for cocaine metabolites.
Then light heavyweight champion John
What?
Bones Jones was preparing for another title defense when he crashed into a car in southeast Albuquerque.
Yeah, there was a car accident right here on Wansboro and Southern Boulevard. The guy just hopped off into a yard. The guy that's getting out of the SUV.
A few months later, he was involved in a hit and run.
Former UFC light heavyweight champion John Bones Jones avoids jail time. The Albuquerque fighter cut a deal with prosecutors to...
Bro, they gotta get like counselors and stuff like this in the fighting world, bro, because there was something going on with this man. Like, oh my God.
For a hit and run crash.
It was humiliating and somewhat of a bottom for me, and I'm ready to snap it into high gear.
He was stripped of his title.
The judge is allowing Jones to travel out of state for work and promotional appearances, but the UFC has not decided when he will be allowed to fight again.
A true case of no one being able to defeat him other than himself. After being stripped of his lightweight title and suspended for a year, John Jones returned.
John Jones. Ovens St. Preux. Fight scheduled for 5.
When you're the most gifted athlete ever to fight, spectacular spinning elbows, face kicks, and leaping knees are routine.
Oh my God.
He's going to get taken down.
control. A lot of time.
But he's getting battered.
He just pick up that man and throw him. Oh my God. Again? Brought him out to the middle?
That was one of the heaviest takedowns we've ever felt. I felt that through the bottom of the soles of my feet.
For the winner by unanimous decision, John Bones Jones.
Bro, how do you take hits like that to your chest? Like, he just took that chest to his sternum, bro.
Fight secured him the interim title and lined up a rematch with DC. Unfortunately, he tested positive again.
John Jones has been suspended.
What? Get this fucking guy out of here, dude.
Suspended for 1 year after testing positive for a banned substance.
I want to first start by apologizing to all the fans who came out to support me for UFC 200.
Albuquerque police lapel video shows an officer pulled Jones over last week, slapping him with 5 citations, including for drag racing and exhibition driving.
Driver's license, registration, insurance. Please turn your car off.
UFC fighter John Bones Jones is expected in court tomorrow, the first time he'll make an appearance since APD stopped him for drag racing.
You are held to a higher standards, and Mr. Jones has started to fail at probation. It has been a challenge for him. He's been given, this is his third chance.
So it seems like a storm of stuff is coming his way. His career could be in grave danger.
Jones has been on probation for about 6 months.
He would serve another year-long suspension.
Damn!
During his absence, John had to watch DC, his chief rival, claim the belt.
Right. How's that a rival? He beat the shit out of that man. How is that his rival?
Now he attacks like some of your downfalls, right?
Yes,
and he
public downfall.
And yeah, they are public, but he seems to feast on them.
Is this guy gonna mess this up again by doing steroids or snorting cocaine or sandblasting prostitutes?
I messed up outside of the octagon.
What is sandblasting prostitutes, chat? That's some freaky business.
I got that taken away from me, but the guy's never beaten me. In order to be the champion, you have to beat the champion. What he hates the most is the fact that he'll never be remembered because of the fact that I'm alive.
If John Jones didn't exist, Daniel Cormier would be the light heavyweight champion and he would be undefeated.
The wait is over. John Jones is back.
Literally, Cormier looks like somebody's like drunk uncle that like thinks that he can do stuff. I'm so confused at how they let that fat man like run the league. That's crazy.
For the first time since April of 2016.
After a year off, Jones entered the cage with his sights set on ending the rivalry once and for all.
I believe I'm going to finish him by submission or TKO.
Jones trying to press the issue. Cormier is down. Not out yet.
Cormier's in big trouble.
Leaving no doubt who was the...
Look at this pussy, bro. What? How is he talking all that crap? He got about to get beat twice by the same dude. Oh my God.
Best of the best.
Nah, don't pull me off. I would have pushed the ref out of the way and started beating his ass some more. Nah, he deserves it, bro. He was doing all that talking. He was doing all that talking, bro. All that talking, and he just got smacked around like a dog.
He's out. He's out. John Jones has done it. John Jones is back.
This kind of stuff is why I feel like they need to bring back like Roman times where like they made people like settle disputes inside of like the fucking ring, because oh my God, so many people would just be shut down.
He is the new UFC light heavyweight champion. How about it?
Wow.
And again, the new undisputed
so
UFC light heavyweight champion.
of the world. But again,
what?
Jones' test samples came
oh my God, get him out!
back positive for a banned substance. Jones was stripped of his title and suspended.
How could he ever even be the greatest if he had like 3 or 4 different counts of drugs, bro? 3 or 4 different types of, like, what? Get him out, bro. Get him out. How do you even let somebody go in the ring after this? Like, this man could literally like have like, he could be so steroided up that he could actually kill somebody. Like, nobody else is going to be able to have that strength. Oh God, I would be so pissed.
I wonder how much money he's left on the table with all these problems, especially with the attention that Connor's brought to the sport.
To be accused of steroids, you go from hero to zero immediately in some.
No, you're not being accused, nigga. You tested positive. I'm so confused. Why is he even able to have a conversation with anybody? What conversation is there to have, nigga? You were the greatest, and you were using dope in performance enhancers. What?
In people's eyes.
Do you think that Jones should be banned now after his second failed test for a banned substance?
This time, he'd missed 16 months.
And even though USADA has proven that there's a reason for those picograms, and picograms gives you 0 athletic performance.
You've never looked like a guy who was on steroids.
I believe him. It was accidental.
If it doesn't help you, then you wouldn't be on it. It helps you with something, recovery. Like what?
I will consult the bones. The bones tell me.
Hell yeah, Daly.
Nothing.
He'd missed 16 months before returning for a match with the Swedish brawler.
Haven't I already been to the top of the mountain and faced the dragon?
Here's the thing, that dragon in rematches gets way better, and he dudes up in rematches.
One man will soon be the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion. This is a belt that Jon Jones defended a record 8 times.
Some medical stuff? Oh God, now we gotta Google that too, huh? Was Jon Jones on steroids? Jon Jones has been banned for drugs 3 times. What drugs though? Repetition, bad boy of the MMA. Jon Jones wanted to. Okay, what did he take, dude? But it's not guilty of using performance enhancers for drugs that have left a bad taste. And despite of being a 2-time champion, it was announced he had a failed drug test testing positive for benzoylglycine, the primary metabolite of cocaine. Okay, benzoylglycine is not banned at a competition by the anti-world. The fight went ahead. Tested a week later, a substance that was out of his system before he went toe-to-toe. $20K for violating the athletic code. I'm not a cocaine addict or not even a frequent user. I just made a really dumb decision and got caught with my pants down. I don't get it. I don't get it. So he was taking drugs. It's still coke. Like, how do we know that all he did was party and do coke? How do we know that he didn't like pop some coke and get a better training session in?
Even after I'm dead.
Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm not going with that. Like shit, I'd love to have like a thoughtless night of just raging and partying and being able to like, you know what I'm saying, relieve all my stress by popping some coke or smoking some weed, but you can't do that when you're an athlete like that, bro.
All right, gentlemen, first round. You ready to fight?
Jon Jones is back for the first time in 16 months.
Jones shook off any rust and devastated the Swede.
You just watch Gustafsson. You get the feeling that every time he goes to start something, Jon Jones intercepts it.
Alex just got to get in that boxing range. That's the big difference in this fight has really been the leg kicks.
I would imagine this is how Jones would spar with someone that he feels like he can beat comfortably.
He took him to the ground and beat him mercilessly.
He's on a run right now. That's what I think. I think they took it away from him for all those months when he tested positive.
money that he should have made, all the legacy that he could have laid down.
Well, like I said in the pre-fight interview, there's only been one champion since 2011. I'm glad to be back on my throne.
Jones had taken back his title after a 16-month layoff.
There's got to be said something about him that he could take so many breaks and still be the best. It's crazy.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times.
Johnny Bones wasted no time in reasserting his dominance over the division.
Spinning back kick to the body by Jon Jones. Very nice.
Nice.
Oh my God.
Nice spinning back kick again to the body.
Oh, that hurt him. Yeah, that got Smith's attention. See it in his eyes.
On a mission to remind the world who the best fighter on the planet truly is.
Oh, and an up elbow, and now another one from Jones.
Oh!
Violent takedown from Jones. From the soon-to-be and still UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Johnny Bones Jones.
Jon Jones remains light heavyweight champion after easily defeating Anthony Smith.
Santos opened with a series of devastating leg kicks.
Another calf kick. Chopping at that leg. Oh! Those are devastating.
Early in the first round, where he kicked his leg out, I was like, all right, this fight's going to be interesting.
The attacks kept Jones off balance for the first round. But in the second round, Jones timed the incoming strike and pulled his leg back.
Oh, Thiago hurt himself. He hurt himself.
The awkward miss caused Santos to tweak his knee.
Oh!
Santos, maybe a one-legged fighter here.
Oh, nice.
Because it was just bone-on-bone contact. Oh.
Jones pounced.
So Jon Jones and Thiago Santos go the distance.
I mean, Dominic Reyes he's a hell of an opponent. You know, he's undefeated, extremely athletic. He's knocked out almost everyone he's gone against.
Of total domination, cloaked in controversy and self-destruction, reigning atop his division like no other fighter in history.
Jones knows it starts to get ugly here, and he's putting the pressure.
Jon Bones Jones. After defending his title against Dominic Reyes,
Jon chopping away at him.
Jon Bones Jones has committed to moving up to heavyweight, chasing a challenge worthy of his attention.
See, and Tim, I don't even really consider it really toe-to-toe, because I feel like toe-to-toe, they would both be looking like they could have been, like, you know what I'm saying? They could have been defeated by the end of the match, and it always looks like Jon Jones is, like, just fully energized and ready to go. You know what I mean? Am I reading that wrong, or what? Please let me know, please, because I would love to, like, get better at understanding this.
Yeah, I mean, he's the best of all time.
By far.
Like if I'm looking at this, it looks like this guy got beat the shit out of. It looks like this guy just dominated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, he's the best of all time.
By far the best.
If he's not the greatest of all time, he's in the conversation.
Nobody brings it home like Joe Vincent. Nobody.
Make it so.
Dude, this guy is so good at this, bro. Like, again, man, you guys gotta go give this guy a follow, man. He does so good at making these films. Like, oh my god.